Well, hi, Florence. Thank you so much for being in on our play therapy members community. I first learned about you through Dr. Karen Freed's Just for Now call, and you did the most amazing, like baby hippo guided imagery, mindfulness. I got all this description for it, but it was just like magical feeling. I felt truly relaxed. And I think it was a combination of the imagery that you did, plus your personality and your presence, which is,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're on the other side of the world, on different sides of the world. So it's really neat that that can be experienced virtually. But before we get started, let me have you tell people who you are and what you do.
Okay, so thank you for having me. My name is Florence Mueni. Um, I am from Kenya. My background is psychology. Currently, I am a clinical psychology doctoral candidate.
Oh,
Just finished defending my proposal, so I'll be collecting data soon. But I have been practicing um, play therapy since 1998,
oh wow.
thereabout. And
Mhm.
I am in private practice, but I also work in the public service with children in the justice system. And basically, I work with children from the age of 3 years
Oh,
to adolescents, presenting with various issues from trauma, bereavement, behavioral problems, divorce separation issues, and all that.
yeah.
So I work in Nairobi, which is the capital city of Kenya. And I am also the current chair of Association of Play Therapy Kenya, which
Oh,
is 1 year old. We started it so that we can have that sense of community as play therapists working in the country. And
yeah.
I am also a member of another association called the Kenya Counseling and Psychological Association as an accredited supervisor.
Wow. You're a busy lady.
Yeah.
What a gift to the world you are. So I didn't even realize that, wow, the Association for Play Therapy is over there as well. That's awesome. And you're in your doctoral program, and
Yeah.
wow, yeah, you have a lot of stuff going on. You really, it seems like you're really passionate about working with kids in play therapy.
Yes, I am. When I first, before I started doing play therapy, as I was working with the children in the justice system, I remember meeting very young children. You know, in our country, 8 years is the age of criminal responsibility. And so, I would get 10-year-olds that had come into the system being in conflict with the law. And, when I'm interviewing them, I used to use verbal language, adult language. And I would face challenges, wondering, how to get some information from the child. And sometimes the child would look at me like they're not understanding the questions I'm
Mhm.
asking.
You're so
And
young.
so sometimes I will ask them to draw. Then I decided, why don't I do counseling? Because I also realized that some of the issues that bring children to the justice system actually stem from their backgrounds, from their families, and the lack of expression. Some are psychological, social. So, and
Mhm.
that's where I started looking for places where I can be able to do counseling, and I got one, and my journey started there.
Wow, that's awesome. So you've seen this great need and you decided to shift your whole career based on the fact that that seems so very young for a child to kind of be responsible for something so large, but you're like words weren't enough. So you shifted into the field of counseling.
Yes,
Beautiful.
yeah,
A
and I've
lot
never
of work.
looked back.
Yes. And you said
Yeah.
1998?
1998 is when I finished. So I started with doing a diploma, a higher diploma in counseling, and I finished that in 1997 actually. And then I went for some internship practicum
Mhm.
uh, in one of the hospitals in the country. And as I was there, we had a big emergency in our country, critical incident. There was a bomb blast. in
Oh,
1998, the US bombing, in the US embassy bombing in 1998 in the country.
oh, okay.
And it so happened that, you know, many children were traumatized because some lost their parents, others, you know, experienced it firsthand, others, you know, had their friends and all that. So there was a lot of trauma and bereavement from that. And so I joined the group of therapists that were doing debriefing sessions and, you know, all that trauma counseling with children.
Yeah.
And that's when now I just knew that this is what I want to do. So for about 5 years, I worked exclusively with children who had those effects of that incident.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then started getting different kinds of trainings here and there to build my skills in play therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of sparked that light, and you were in there for 5 years. I can kind of feel you. I don't even know how to describe it, but it seems like you're get the only word that's even coming close is passion. Like I could feel like your love for it, and it's not. I mean, the road that you took seems like it took a lot of work to get there. It hasn't been. I know. Sounds like it's kind of cutting edge, or at least it
Yeah.
was at that point, kind of new stuff. Now, as far as like when I was talking to Dr. Freed, I was like, Florence's baby hippo was amazing. And she's like, yes, what Florence does is she takes in all of this information, all this training, and really kind of adapts it to the culture and to what your clients need. And that's where this evolved. Can you talk about the baby hippo activity that we're getting ready to demonstrate? Like how
Okay,
did you come
so
up with that?
yes, yeah. So it's true. So because of getting various kinds of trainings, trainings are a bit of a challenge in, you know, over here. We do universities and all that, and a few training centers. But what I do in order to build my capacity is to do a lot of online trainings, and also attend conferences and all that. So the baby hippo breathing exercise, actually I developed it after working with one child.
Okay.
And I remember asking this child who was going through something to draw a safe place, to think about being in a safe place and draw it. And so she drew, and you know, I told her to tell me about what she has drawn.
Yeah.
And then she said, I've drawn myself as a hippo, just, you know, running away from, you know, what's happening in my life, and I'm hiding in the water.
Oh,
And when she said that, then I just told her, then, you know, how about you become the baby hippo? And in that safe place that you've drawn, you start, you know, breathing in and out and just enjoying your environment, and, you know, playing with the fish, you know, what else is there? What do you see? And that's how I developed this mindfulness exercise. And I've
that,
been using it. I've been using it with other children, and it is very helpful because here we have hippos. We have hippos in rivers. We have hippos on, you know, in lakes, and so it is something that children can be able to relate. It's
yeah.
an animal that children can be able to relate with, and contextualize, and be able to respond to the exercise.
Yeah. So they are familiar with the hippos. She knows that the hippo goes down below, and it's
Yeah.
very, very much something she can imagine. Oh,
Yes.
that's beautiful. I think even just you describing it, I felt a sense of relaxation. I can imagine what it's like to be your clients, to have that feeling of connection, but also like just doing those techniques, the safe place that's something, especially when kids are traumatized, it's like incredible to be able to go to that safe, calm, peaceful place to change your state, to change your physiological state. Right. So you typed it out, right? You have it like all typed out to where we could.
Yes, I did. I typed it out so that when I'm taking a child through it, I'm able to, the child is able to follow the steps. And I am also to take the child through the steps. So I did.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And you could do it with me, right? You're gonna. I'm excited.
You're going to be my child client.
Ah, so you just let me know what to do. I'm gonna get
Oh,
comfy. I have a book
okay.
right here in my seat that I need to take out of my chair. There we go.
All right. Okay. Okay, so I will ask you to sit in a relaxed position. Yeah. And if you like to, you can close your eyes, but if you're uncomfortable closing your eyes, it's okay. You can just let your eyes stay open. And take a breath in and out. Take another one in and out. Now imagine that you are a baby hippo. You have spent the night feeding in the woods, and now you're walking back to the lake to relax. As you walk back, you can see your favorite spot by the edge of the lake where you always go to relax. See yourself walking there and getting into the water and lying down at your favorite spot. The water is not too deep, so you can push your head up above the water and down under the water, up above the water and down under the water. So feel the warmth of the water all around your body. Wiggle your toes and feel the soft sand carrying the weight of your body. There are some fish swimming by, and they come and stop by and play on your back. So wiggle your shoulders, move your shoulders around as you feel the fish playing on your back, and the fish swim away. And now you can relax. So as you relax, you raise your head above the water and take a deep breath. Hold it in and put your head in the water while still holding your breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring your head out above the water and breathe out as you open your mouth real wide. And you feel relaxed and ready to get your head down under the water again. So you take a deep breath, hold it, and put your head inside the water. Hold your breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, and bring your head out above the water. Breathing out with your mind, with your mouth open. Let's do this one more time. Your head is above the water and you take a deep breath. Hold it and bring your head into the water for 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring your head out above the water and breathe out slowly as you open your eyes and enjoy the view of the lake.
Wow. That is so relaxing. I feel like I just had a massage. That
Yeah.
I love like the fish swimming on my back, and then the water surrounding me, the sensory element from
Yes.
that is just,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just, my eyes are even, I even have that sleepy morning look in the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, Florence, this is fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much.